Today, we're exploring hybrid project management. This is the approach that's helping teams navigate complexity by blending the predictability of traditional methods with the adaptability of Agile. So, hybrid project management strategically combines elements of traditional waterfall methodology and Agile approaches. So rather than choosing one or the other, hybrid recognizes that different aspects of a project may benefit from different approaches. Here's how it works. Waterfall provides structure for predictable, sequential elements like regulatory compliance, fixed budgets, and clear requirements that won't change. Agile delivery allows for flexibility for creative work, changing requirements, and areas where customer feedback is essential. The beauty of hybrid is that it's tailored to your specific needs. There is no one-size-fits-all formula here. So why are so many organizations shifting to hybrid project management? Well, the benefits are compelling. You get adaptability with stability. Enhanced stakeholder management is another huge benefit because different stakeholders have different needs. Executives and clients often want clear timelines and budgets, which Waterfall is great for, while development teams need room to solve problems creatively using Agile. Another benefit is better risk management. Hybrid approaches identify risks earlier through iterative development while maintaining control over critical project elements. Another benefit is team empowerment. Different team members have different working styles. Hybrid approaches allow technical specialists to work iteratively while giving project managers the structure that they might need for resource planning. So here's how we start to implement hybrid project management. First, segment your work. You do this by analyzing your project to identify which components benefit from structure versus flexibility. So you use Waterfall for legal requirements, fixed deliverables, clear specs, and resource allocation. But you use Agile for creative development, changing requirements, customer-facing features. For example, when launching a new product, the marketing campaign timeline and budget might follow Waterfall, while the actual content creation could use Agile sprints. You also want to make sure you choose the right tools, because you want one that is going to be able to support both methodologies. For example, Jira with Gantt charts. It combines sprint planning with timeline visualization. Or Rike offers both traditional and Kanban views of the same work. So does Smartsheet and Asana as well. The next thing is to create a common language. Hybrid teams need a shared terminology. And this is going to be really key regardless of the methodology that you use. But when we're talking about hybrid, we need to define what done means across all work streams. We need to establish consistent status reporting that translates between the methodologies. We also need to create a unified change management process. Let's walk through a real-world example of hybrid project management. Imagine you're leading a website redesign. So your waterfall elements are going to be requirements gathering and approval process, legal review of content and privacy policies, server infrastructure and security implementation, a fixed budget and launch date commitment to stakeholders, while the Agile elements are going to be all the visual design and user experience, the content development, the feature implementation, and user testing and refinement. So your hybrid approach might look like this. You use traditional project planning to establish the overall timeline, budget, and core requirements, creating a container for the project itself. Within this container, you organize the design and development work into 2-week sprints, each producing testable components of the website. We'll also hold weekly status meetings with executives using traditional progress metrics like percent complete and budget status. We'll also want to conduct daily stand-ups with the development team, focusing on sprint goals and removing obstacles. And then we also use change requests for major scope changes, while still allowing flexibility within sprints for smaller refinements. Here's a pro tip for you. Start your hybrid journey by creating a traditional project charter that includes a section called Agile Zones. These are areas of the project where teams will work iteratively. This gives stakeholders confidence in the overall direction while creating space for innovation and adaptation where it matters most. So here's some key takeaways for you today. Hybrid project management isn't about compromise. It is about strategic application of the right approach to the right work. Success depends on clear communication between traditional and agile work streams. The goal is to combine predictability with adaptability, creating projects that stay on track while responding to change. And lastly, tools and processes should support both methodologies without creating duplicate work. In my opinion, hybrid project management represents the evolution of our field. It helps us move beyond all that dogma to embrace what actually works in complex environments. By combining the predictability of traditional approaches with the adaptability of Agile, you can deliver projects that satisfy both executive stakeholders and implementation teams. As you apply these principles, remember that hybrid isn't a specific methodology. It is a mindset that recognizes different types of work that need different approaches, even within the same project. Next week, we're going to explore Six Sigma, which is a methodology focused on process improvement and quality, which is another valuable addition to your project management toolkit. So if this video helped you think differently about project approaches, please share it with someone who might benefit. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the next video. Drop a comment below sharing how you've combined different methodologies in your work. I'd love to hear from your experiences. And thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. The goal is to combine predictability